that delicious, delicious fish content. Okay. It's gonna be a waste of time, but now I'm curious. I forget, what does the merchant say if you sell him the fish? Because I've only ever done it once, just like, because I never knew about it for years and years, and then I learned about it, and I tried it once, and went like, oh, hey, yeah, that's a thing you can do, and then never did it again, because why bother? But for the content, that delicious, delicious fish content, you're gonna carry this dude all the way to Kakariko Village. Fish. Eh. Yeah, you walk slower, you can't defend yourself. You know, no Pegasus boots, you can't get hit or you'll, throw it. Leave me and my fish alone. Never speak to me or my fish again. No. They're all after me, fish. My lucky charm fish. I go like this. There we go. Now they're not all walking down. Legend of Zelda. A fish to the past. Maybe that's what I should call my stream name instead of Link needs to remember how to play. Legend of Zelda. Is it a link? Nah, is it a fish to the past or a link to the fish? Very important question. A link to the fish. Go. Hi. Hey, they say eating fish makes you smart. You have to give me this fish for this stuff, okay? Done. Oh, okay, so you get some, like, 20 rupees and some bombs and some magic. Okay. That was cool, I guess. I mean, like, a nice, seeing little extra dialogue of specifically, you carried this fish all the way here. Was it worth it in terms of stuff? Absolutely not. Fish's tail. What? There's no tail in the title of this game. A link to the bass. That's pretty good. Now this dark one, once I saw it, I remembered how to do it. Oh, you talk forever, right? That is the one nice thing about the randomizer that skips all the old man. Watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Can you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? For the monsters. Many people go looking there, but I don't want to steer you wrong. And that, yeah, you can't dare. Turn right here. I have a granddaughter who's your age. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. It must be part of the wizard's plot. So, the king took her to the castle. It must be part of the wizard's plot. Did she go to the castle before the wizard was like, yes, they're still alive somewhere. I believe the hero will rescue them. Oh, it's so dangerous. I talk a lot. Thanks for yeah, I know you do. But we definitely want the mirror. And then you can go and talk to him and he'll give you a health refill. But yeah, so if the king took her to the castle, that was before the wizard got rid of the good king, per the intro. So did she go to the castle unrelated? Like the king's like, hey, I need a magical maiden to, I know, translate this text or something. And then the wizard, like, showed up and was like, bah! Or was, like, the wizard always like, hey, king, bring these ladies over here. And he's like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. And then everything else happened. What I'm asking is, why was she at the castle? Well, sure. Another. Yes, I want blue potion instead of just berries, since berries only heal 7 hearts, I think. Like, it triggers if you get knocked down and stops you from dying, which is good. But it still doesn't, you know, fill all your health, and it doesn't do anything for your magic. Which is why blue potions are handy, because it fills both red and green. Red is health, green is mana. Ah, look at now, we're the bunny. Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? This world is like the real world, but evil has twisted it. The golden power is what changed your shape to reflect what's in your heart and mind. I'm always changing my mind, so I turned into a ball. If you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. Ah, what do you want? You have something to say to me, silly rabbit? I came here to get the gold power of gold, but now I'm a freak and I can't go back to the real world. If only I had the Moon Pearl and the Tower of Gaia. I've got reason to be stressed out. Back off, shoo! So he just kicks this guy around until the credits. And then the bully makes a friend. I mean, I guess that guy's a masochist if he's like, you spent this whole time kicking me and now I'm like, ah, yeah, I'll be your friend. Or he's just really forgiving, I guess. And let's take you out in one go. Yeah, the skeletons jump back if you swipe at them. The redhead skull ones will throw a bone at you when they do so. Because they're jerks. It is I, Sahasrara the Elder. I have some advice. You can gaze into the mirror to go back to the start. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like, in this dungeon, you can gaze into the mirror to go back to this. You can do that in any dungeon. And you also don't ever have to do that. I mean, he's just telling you because, you know, you just got the magic mirror and all, so... But it's still kind of weird. I'm gonna do... Oh, whoops. I'm gonna waste a bomb because they weren't down. So do this. Oh, I missed. If you stand on the blocks, switch blocks, then like the game is constantly, you're invincible because the game's like, you're not supposed to be here. We just gotta wait for it to make the skull pattern on the floor. Kind of looks like Space Invader, but when we have the map and compass, I will show you it is in fact a skull. And you've got the big key. All right, yeah, so here is what this does. If you use it in a dungeon, back to the start. And we don't want to keep it equipped because I don't want to accidentally press it. What? No, wait, I want that the other way. Come on, switch. And whoop, down you go. And whoop, down you go. Now we're just gonna run through. We want the red ones down for the top floor. Hey, okay. So that's kind of the symbol they're making on the floor. You're like, oh no, I want the big treasure. But I can't get it. Oh, what do I do? Well, option one is you do what you're supposed to do, which I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to have to redo a bunch of stuff. And you go up from above, drop down below, and it's fine. You can bomb jump over it as well. But I'll do that. I'll show a bomb jump and a not, like, because if you mess up the bomb jump here, you know, gotta make your way back up. And we're not doing a speedrun race, so it doesn't matter. Also a fun little thing. You go in this hole. It perfectly lines up so that you fall down like 4 flights, which somehow doesn't hurt. No fall damage, so hooray. Secret fairy room. And then you're back here. Anyways, we want these down because those are all hearts if we need them for the boss. Because this boss, if you get knocked off the edge, you go down to the previous floor. And if you go in that center hole, you go down 2 floors. Thankfully, you can kind of keep your guard up if you hold your sword. It doesn't hit you fast enough to usually... Like, you could see it was trying to shove me off the edge, like the game was trying to pull me off, but I was able to fight it. Yay, go get the Master Sword. Woo! Can't do anything else up here right now, so okay. Right. Holes. Now I think, yeah, I can charge now. And you just gotta pull up at the last one, or you hit the wall, bounce into the hole. No good. Hi, lumberjacks. I'll be back to get this tree later. Yo, a mysterious fog's fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. And I think the other one's like, this tree feels weird, because it's hollow and has a tunnel in it. So the one problem with getting the Master Sword is the pretty Lost Woods music goes away, because it raises the fog, so it's not mysterious anymore, and it's just the main Legend of Zelda theme. But I like this song. I mean, I like a lot of the songs. But you can't hear this song anywhere else. And this is something about blah, blah, blah. I get the pendants, hooray. Master Sword. Suddenly, Sahasrara contacts you telepathically. It's extraordinary you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. The last guy that had it died. Yeah, you can deflect the evil powers, hooray. I guess if you watch this and are not aware of the Zelda timeline, which is probably unlikely, but for a long time... Oh. Monk, help! The soldiers are coming to the sanctuary! Ah. Now that's, like... How does Zelda's telepathy work? That, like, is it just her thoughts? Or is it, like, what she's saying out loud? Because, like, why is she screaming in her head? Like, yeah, she could be like, help, the soldiers are coming. But, like, when something's happening, you don't usually think, like, ah. Like, you stub your toe, your brain doesn't think, I stubbed my toe, ow. Like, you just say, ow, as like a reflex. So how, like, does her telepathy just, like, transmit what she is also saying? Or was she thinking, I? Or is it just like, that's what you hear? Screaming with her entire being. Ugh. Hey, look, remember when I said it was priest versus soldiers? You're a second too late. Well, more than a second, because no one was coming out when... Never mind. Keep talking, buddy. Sorry. Take it to the castle. Wizard. Blah. I'll save you, Zelda. I've saved you once, I'll save you from the evil wizard's grasp. I mean, eventually, yes. But this would be a very short Legend of Zelda game if I went and solved everything right now. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say before, we had to listen to the dying guy. So rude, interrupting me. Couldn't you have just fought the soldiers, man? Maybe it's just like, you know, you stub your toe and your just brain is like, blah, 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 ow. You know, maybe she was being grabbed by the soldiers and her brain was just in its panic, fight or flight, oh no, whatever mode, which translates telepathically to IE. But, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe she is screaming with her entire being, which is... I mean, she is, like, the most powerful magical lady here, so... I don't know how this works. I'm just a young boy. Oh, right, yeah. And, I keep having, like, 4 different conversations at once, but... Yeah, so the previous Link died. That's why you're in this mess. And... like, when Ocarina of Time came out, and either way, like, people kind of guessed at, like, Legend of Zelda timeline type of things, and, like, where does everything fit, once they started having a more cohesive story, quote-unquote. I mean, you know, they're not all, you know, there are some direct sequels, or things that are directly referencing other stuff, but other ones, you know, they're loosely connected, and... But people kind of wondered, where did the original Zeldas fit? Because they're kind of the odd ones out. And the answer is they don't really fit. And so the way it works is that there are not 1, not 2, but 3 different timelines. That all split in Ocarina of Time. In Ocarina of Time, because, you know, like, most people know about that game by now, but for the refresher at the end, spoiler alerts, in case for some reason you've never heard of it and haven't played it or seen it or anything, at the end of the game, you know, you get the, you know, just like you get the light world stuff here and then do the dark world, you get all the magical things to show you're the hero, you go to get the Master Sword, and then you get sealed away for 7 years, wake up as an adult, do stuff to fight Ganon, after he messes everything up while you're asleep, because you came in with your hero badges, and the Master Sword's like, you're a kid. You're gonna lose this fight. You need to grow bigger and stronger. So there's a split because of time travel. You beat the game, you kill Ganon in the future, and then what turns out to have happened is then after killing Ganon in the future where he wrecked everything, you go back in time. And as a kid, you and Zelda warn the king and stuff about Ganon's plot to stop it from ever happening. Well, this... And so the two timelines are, there's the one where you go back, you warn the king, stop Ganon from getting the Triforce, or, you know, the Triforce of Power, because you can't have the whole thing. And that leads to Twilight Princess. And, you know, Majora's Mask, because you set out as a kid, and blah, blah. Then there's the adult timeline where you kill Ganon, Zelda sends you back in time with Zelda's Lullaby, and her being magic. That leads to Wind Waker because, you know, as they say in the history of Wind Waker, Ganon comes back, and there's no hero because you vanished from the timeline. Because you were just like, all right, I'm going back to my time. So there is no Link in the future timeline, and all the Wind Waker stuff happens. You know, they flood the world, and they have to get a new Link. Oh. Well, people were like, okay, so how did the original games fit into this? And what it turns out is, at least the Hyrule Historia says, is these games come if Link died fighting Ganon during the final battle. Zelda is able to seal him away, but he gets the Triforce in the Golden Land, or in the, you know, turns it into the Dark World, and, but, you know, he's, just a minute, cutscenes. I've been waiting for you. I was hoping I could make Zelda vanish in front of your eyes. Behold, the last moment of Princess Zelda. Ah, that's not impressive. She's just floating. Oh, whoa, bright, 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 and what the heck? With this, the seal of the 7 wise men is at last broken. It's now only a matter of time before evil power covers this land. After all, the legendary hero can't defeat us. The tribe of evil, when we are armed with the power of gold. Now I must go. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm gonna cut down the curtains, and what? A secret passage? Who would have guessed? Oh, so you mean to say you would like to be totally destroyed? Well, I can make your wish come true. And if you're wondering why, in basically all future Zelda games, you've got a little back and forth tennis match, this is the OG original thing. Because I don't think there was one in Zelda 1 or 2. I've only played Zelda 2 once. It's been a very long time since I played the original Legend of Zelda. But I don't think you have a hitting back and forth thing. I think that is from Agahnim. And there's the thing that made it into other games because of a cute little glitch. You can use the bug net. The Master's Sword, Sword of Evil's Bane, or a bug net. Both can deflect magic fireballs. And yes, I've not forgotten, I will get back to the story, but then there'll be more cutscene after I kill it. Well, cutscene as it is for a Super Nintendo game. Ugh, well met, like the true hero you are. But I'm not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the Dark World. Oh, I should have done Link. I'll draw you into the Dark World, and what the? Lonk, it is I, Sahasrara. Lonk. He believed that's my name. I'm communicating to you across the void through telepathy. Oh wait, you're supposed to be old. The place where you now... I don't know how I did Sahasrara's voice. It's telepathy. The place where you now stand was the golden land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the wise men's seal and opened a gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. In order to save this half of the world, the light world, you must win back the golden power. You must also rescue the 7 maidens. As members of the bloodline of the 7 wise men, they have power that... So yeah, they're locked in hidden dungeons. So Hasrala, I get it. You said I'm the hero. I understand how to rescue people. Okay, the Palace of Darkness should be your first goal. Yeah, okay, that's true. Please, make this old man's wishes come true. All I ask is that you save the world from an apocalypse. It's not too much to ask, is it? You get to hear the Dark World music now, which is awesome. Okay, so. Timelines. Link gets killed in Ocarina of Time. Zelda seals him. And, like, the powers of the sages, I guess. Kind of like they do after you kill him anyway. Except that, unlike the other one where you seal him and he's just kind of, like, stuck. He legit is, like, free to run around the Golden Land. And so he gets the full power of the Triforce, but he's still stuck, and he's, you know... Then later this comes along, and... You, all this happens, and then after this, you have, like, hundreds of years of Did I get the part piece? I don't even remember. Too busy talking. You know, there's hundreds of years, well, at least decades, yeah, I got it, of prosperity, and then Link 1 happens, then Link 2 happens as the sequel. And, you know, some people were unhappy, like, what? Link dies? That's not cool, but... Like, it doesn't fit anywhere else anyway, so... And then, of course, there's, you know... At this point, Breath of the Wild... seemingly is a united timeline again, just, you know, way in the future, which, you know, makes it... They're just like, we don't want to deal with the timeline anymore. They're just... But, you know, because it has references from all the different timelines, like, there's people referenced from different stuff. A lot of people assume that it takes place after a unified timeline, and I think that would make an amazing game, by the way. Like, a game where you fight Ganon or whoever, because I guess Ganon's not a thing in the Wind Waker timeline anymore, but, you know, and it switches between the 3 different timeline links, and you unify stuff into a single timeline. Oh, it said, like, don't throw stuff in my circle. Eh. Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I'll give you this if you go away. And then if you do it again, he just throws bombs at you. Basically, the Quake medallion, it just is like using magic powder on everybody. I don't know if it changes anti-fairies. It might just turn everything into onions or kill them, but... We will need it later. For a quest thing. Yeah, I think that would be a cool Link game, to have a game that switches between the various links and you unify the timeline again. Also of note, now, at the time, like... there wasn't all this lore that got built up over the years, but, you know, the very first Zelda, it's you're finding the Triforce of Wisdom, I think? Like, pieces of it. Which Zelda, and then, like, in the second one, you're rescuing Zelda, and I forget, there might be other pieces, I don't know, but... This Link, the end of this game, wields the full Triforce. Which only one other Link has done. That's the Skyward Sword Link. Game-wise, the original Links. Canonically, the second. The original's only in the manga. But basically, like, the Skyward Sword Link, like, the one who forges the Master Sword. And so, like, this Link... Yeah, he's got, you know, pink hair because of the limits of the Super Nintendo. They didn't want the blonde hair to... Like, because, you know, he's got blonde hair in the artwork, but they didn't want the blonde to, like, blend in with stuff. So, he has pink hair. But yeah, this guy, he has all of the qualities, and now it's not like the Triforce that splits apart. It's like, well, you're the most courageous, and you're the wisest, and you're the most powerful. Like, this Link, he's got all of it. He is allowed to touch the Triforce and wield it. Now, I don't know, maybe that's because Ganon already pieced it together, and once it's pieced together, it doesn't care. Also, hi, tree dude. You're new here. Did you come looking for the power of gold? Well, you're too late. It only obeys the first person who touches it. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here because of the greed for the golden power, and look what happened to me. To restore the golden land, a person worthy, blah, blah, blah. Until that time, I'm stuck in this bizarre you're a tree. Like, it's bizarre that you're a tree, but it's not a bizarre shape. What a mischievous thing to leave lying around. The power of gold. Triforce. I've been informed that I just blew a few brains about the hair. I never noticed it as a kid either, until it was pointed out to me. Well, you notice it more when you get the level 5 Dark World dungeon. When you get the blue armor, because you have a yellow cap, the pink stands out. But I always thought that was just, like, part of the design. But no, he has pink hair the whole time. Which is, you know, pretty awesome. If you like, he's got, you know, Rebel Rocker, bubblegum pink hair. Yeah, I'm Link. I'm gonna wield the Triforce. I'm gonna defeat Ganon. Can you spare me 10 rupees? Yeah. Okay, you don't want to get hit or Kiki runs away. And you have to pay again. If you give me 100 rupees, I'll open the dungeon for you. But come on, man. I'm trying to save the world. I'm already stuck in the dark world. I don't care. I've saved you once. I'll save you from the evil wizard's grasp. I mean, eventually, yes. This would be a very short Legend of Zelda game if I went and solved everything right now.